This show is sponsored by Sims Business Systems, Arizona's #1 family-owned technology boutique, serving your copy, print, IT, and teleconferencing needs since 1978. Smartify your business with Sims.
Welcome to Exposing Entrepreneur Secrets. This is the podcast where we get to know the hearts, minds, and souls of the entrepreneur. And I am Shawn Sims Bradford, your host. I am thrilled beyond belief to have two incredible ladies here today, Aaliyah Haggard and Ariel Gladden. Ladies, it is such an honor to have you both on. I want to hear first all about you two and then about your incredible nonprofit, Aaliyah, that you started. It is called Advance and Merge Women, and we're also going to talk about an amazing event that's happening Saturday, February 8th. But Aaliyah, welcome. Ariel, welcome.
Thank you so much for having us, Shawn. We're so happy to be here.
I am thrilled. So Aaliyah and I were just talking. We were having lunch at the Coronado, and we kind of had put this out there that Aaliyah would be coming on, and then Aaliyah and Ariel met, and everything just happened so perfectly, and it's incredible to be sitting down with you two ladies.
I know. Isn't it amazing just the way the world works and just how purposeful everything is? Who would have thought that we would be here at this very moment? It's incredible.
It is. And you meet the people you're supposed to meet if you just stay open to it.
Absolutely. Yes. Well, I mean, I met Aaliyah through you, actually, when you came to one of our events for business, and Aaliyah was a guest that you invited. So it's just funny how all these different connections can come to fruition and what's possible through those connections.
Yes. And that is exactly what you ladies are doing. You are connecting women, which is what we need. So Aaliyah, when did you know that you had this absolute spirit to create something from scratch?
You know, I never thought that I had it. It came through overcoming adversities. Through college, I was in a traumatic car accident, and then, a lot of things transpired after that, put me in a very dark place and, put me in a place where I didn't know whether I wanted to be here or not anymore. Once I finally came out of that, one of the main things that brought me out of that was a specific book, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself by Shad Helmstetter. It's an incredible book. And that book specifically taught me the power of self-talk and the power of my mind. And so once I discovered that, I changed my life around and thought, I wonder how many other people understand their true power. I wonder if we can help bring that out, especially in women, because we are so powerful. I mean, we're mothers, we're entrepreneurs, like the list goes on. So I thought of, maybe I should take that risk and try to start something.
And I love that you took that risk because, when, we talk about this in this world of connecting, when one of us takes a risk, especially as women, we inspire others and empower others to take that risk. And I want to hear how, Ariel, when you met Aaliyah, there was obviously this instant connection. Tell me about that.
Yes, absolutely. So as I had stated, I met Aaliyah through you in an event that I was doing for my business. And I had a chance to sit down with Aaliyah after I had met her. And when you hear Aaliyah talk about this dark place that she was in and kind of her transition into where she is now with founding Advance and Emerge Women, and you can really see that she's found her purpose in this. And you just really want to drink the Kool-Aid that she is offering.
Yes.
And it's just super inspiring. So when she came to me about this idea that she had and moving forward and what she wanted to do with it, it was really inspiring. And at the time that I had met her, I was actually transitioning. I've always had a heart for service, and I was actually transitioning out of serving in a capacity at the church that I was going to locally. And I was finding myself, okay, well, what's my next opportunity? I know I need to serve, but where is it? And it just so happened I met Aaliyah at that time. And now I find myself working with Aaliyah with Advance and Emerge to kind of make her dream come to life. So it's been really exciting.
And when you said that you knew that Aaliyah had found her purpose, you gave me shivers. And it also reminds me of the first time that I met Aaliyah. It was at a Toastmasters meeting. Yes. And instantly I was like, okay, we need to connect further because you just have that absolute shine and that sparkle about you that just radiates and touches everybody you come into contact with. And I thought, okay, this is somebody that I need to know and to connect with. And your purpose is inspiring women, connecting women, and empowering them. So let's talk more about your nonprofit that you've started. Kind of paint a picture for those folks listening.
Yeah. So Advance and Emerge Women, we're all about you being comfortable in your own skin. We're all about, diversity in all shapes and forms, including ages. We want to bridge the gap between age and culture. That's the biggest thing. I mean, if you see our board, our VP and director, Daphne Dixon, she's Native American, and then I'm African American and Hispanic, and then our treasurer, Gladden Banning. There we go.
This is why I practice names with you guys.
The hyphenated names definitely throws it.
I get it.
And she's Caucasian, so we're like across the board very diverse. So we wanted to showcase that through our board, that we are so accepting of everybody, and we're also diverse in ages too as well.
Well, and just a comment on so I am Caucasian, but what is funny is I am actually a third Hispanic, and you wouldn't know it. So we are very diverse, and it just goes to show you that empowering yourself to go beyond skin deep. It's not looking at someone, it's getting to know them and who they are, and bringing that out and bringing to fruition who they are, and at the core of it, what their purpose is what we hope to strive for with Advance and Emerge Women.
Yes, and you said it so beautifully. That's exactly what we're trying to do. So when we have our meetings, how they're specifically laid out is we use these self-development books that, we tend to read. We go to motivational seminars, and it for some reason it doesn't stick. Why doesn't it stick? So the reason why it doesn't stick is, because it's easier to stick when you're working at it constantly, especially with a group of people that are doing the same thing, right? So you feel like you're not alone, and you understand that, there's other people working on it, so it almost makes you hold yourself accountable a little bit more. And then also the knowledge that you pull from the books itself, you're able to understand from different perspectives. So that's why we have the open group setting. So when you come in, whether you read or not, we provide agendas with the summaries of the chapter, because it's not about whether you read the book, it's about the content we're pulling from it.
Absolutely.
Right? And we have that open discussion, bringing all of our experiences to the table, and just kind of, peeling back the layers. And then the other thing that we do too is we bring in women-owned businesses, because we want to support our women in the community striving. So we bring them in to talk about their story, which is very important, and their industry, and then allow them to really seek that support through the female community, whether it is through a partnership, a potential investor, because we should be investing in ourselves.
Yes.
Potential customers, because we should, as customers, be putting our money more towards our women-owned businesses to support too as well, or just even employees that are interested in that specific industry but maybe have never seen a woman in it if it's male-dominated. So there's a lot of different areas that we touch in there, including social events, to just bring us together as like-minded individuals.
I love so much that you are providing a platform for women of all cultures, all ages to connect with each other. I mean, it's incredible, because it reminds me, what's coming to my mind is I used to always be the, I'm okay girl. You asked me, right? I'd always say, I'm okay. I was that girl. Yeah. And then one day in the locker room after a yoga class, I finally said, I'm not okay, to the woman I was getting changed next to. And then my whole world opened up, because it let us to connect at a deeper level. And from there, everything started to kind of bloom, and I got connected with so many different people just by sharing myself. And I love that you're providing that platform for women just to be honest, to connect, to support each other, to build friendships, to build business relationships, really whatever comes to fruition just from providing that space to connect. I know it's powerful and it's needed. And I love, Aaliyah, that it has come from a place of true inspiration and purpose in your heart, which it's absolutely going to be dynamite because of the intention behind it.
Well, honestly, it's like this whole situation, a lot of this wouldn't even be possible if it wasn't for Ariel and Daphne. I've honestly been so incredibly blessed to have two strong, we call each other queens. That's our group chat.
Yes. Okay, so talk about that. Talk about that as well.
Yeah, I would say, Ariel, how would you describe our board of two other people as of right now?
Yeah, well, so it's been the three of us,
Yeah.
and it is amazing what women can do when they come together
Yes.
with a common agenda and a common purpose, and watching that grow and watching that come to be. Specifically, what we've been working on is our launch event.
Yes.
That is on Saturday, February 8th at
That's
Galvanize.
Coming up. So Saturday, February 8th. And where is it located?
It's Galvanize Phoenix campus,
Okay.
and it's going to be from 11 to 4.
Okay.
And that seems a little intimidating, but our check-in is 11 to 12. So whether you're the early bird or you're, sneaking in there just as the event is starting.
Yeah.
And we've got a really great program. We've got networking. We've got keynote speakers. We have got everything and anything going on with the event. But
Free food.
And what I wanted to touch base on with what Aaliyah was saying about our board and coming together is something I think we forget as women is we are nurturing by nature.
Yes.
And we often think about others before ourselves. And we, like you were saying, Sean, we get up every day and we go, I'm okay, even if you're not okay. And it's like you have to put on this facade for the rest of the world to manage yourself and get through the day. And something that I've learned from Advance and Emerge Women is kind of being more self-focused and just making sure that I am okay and making sure that I am taking care of myself and putting myself as a priority, because oftentimes that gets put on the back burner. And it's kind of like, how can I take care of other women if I'm not taking care of myself? And how powerful is that to take that as your own initiative and share that with others and what that journey looks like.
Yeah.
It's like you have to fill up your own tank, your own light, so that then you can share that light with others. And it goes back. We all say it, but it's like you have to put on the oxygen tank first before you give it to your kiddos, because you can only serve as deep as you are already connecting with yourself.
Yeah.
So I love that, and I love that the three of you are doing exactly what your mission is. You're connecting with each other. You're taking care of yourselves. You're uplifting. So for people listening right now that say, oh my gosh, I need to learn and be at that event, tell us how they can register for this event.
Absolutely. So they can go to our website at advanceandemergewomen.com. And under our events tab on the main page, it is Launch 2020. And you'll get all the information there. You'll get the link to register through Eventbrite. And our tickets are on sale through February 6th currently.
All right. So get those tickets and get them before it is a sold-out event, as
yes.
I'm sure it will be. Because
That's the goal.
Yeah. Ladies are incredible. Now, Ariel, you are so good, too, at bringing groups of women together. You've done this for events, for work. So this just seems like a natural thing for you to be doing together. Tell me some of the future vision goals that the two of you have for your beautiful nonprofit, Advanced and Emerge Women.
I would say some of our goals would be, well, the main one is to impact, of course, as many women as possible, and it doesn't have to be in a professional way, like impact women to start their own businesses. That's not necessarily the goal. If that's what you want to do, then we want to 100% support you. Our goal is to help you find what you need from an emotional or professional standpoint and be your backbone to help you find that and get that for yourself and inspire you to understand that you deserve that. And our second goal, I would say, is, well, I'm going to go a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
So
Please do.
My vision for Advance and Emerge Women, and I know Ariel and Daphne share this vision too as well, is to have A&E women in every state. So, what's the biggest problem when you're relocating, when you're tired of somewhere you've been your whole entire life? Relocating, finding new friends, finding new customers, finding new business, setting up your business in that area, whatever the case may be. It's hard. You're starting from scratch. So imagine having an organization that you don't have to spend thousands of dollars to be a part of, that, as soon as you land there, next day you can go to Advance and Emerge Women and you instantly have friends and you instantly have supporters.
Yes.
Oh, that is a beautiful vision. And what a gift to women that are moving, because that happens all the time. There's relocations, there's moves. To instantly know there's going to be a group of women that they will feel welcome by and that they can connect with. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Now, I want to ask this. Let's say we have somebody listening that is on maybe the more introverted side, and they're like, gosh, that just seems like I just moved here. That seems like a big thing to go to an event where I don't know anybody. I'm not going to be bringing a friend. What would you say to them?
I would say take the risk. That's what Advance and Emerge Women is about, is even if you're introverted, whether you're introverted, extroverted, no matter what your personality type is usually when you're uncomfortable, that means you're growing. So in regards to this is, if you're interested in the event, you want to come, you have no idea what opportunities lay ahead of you. You have no idea what's in store for you at this event, that you have to be willing to, I'm going to get cheesy and go, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. And that's exactly one of those, is just don't think about it. Just do it. Just take the risk, come be a part of the event, and you never know what you're going to get out of it.
Yeah.
I like that. That's really motivating. And because I remember being there, when I first moved here close to 2 decades ago, of gosh, I don't know anybody here yet. How intimidating to walk into these places. And I did do it, but it did take a little bit of self-urging.
Yes, exactly.
But again, with you two leading this, your energy is so inviting and so compassionate. I know anybody that is coming is going to feel right at home.
Yes, and that's what we would hope for.
Yeah, I would definitely say to that individual, understand that nervousness and excitement is the exact same feeling. It's just your perspective on how you're looking at it. So if you change your mindset in that those butterflies you feel of being nervous of the situation and tell yourself you're excited, which is hint something that we talk about a lot in Advance and Emerge Women, is changing that mindset. You'll go there and you will be more open-minded to the experience if you paint it differently. Don't paint it as scary, paint it as exciting.
Nice. Very nice. So true. I want to go back to something you said, Aaliyah, where you had stated, a lot of us will read these beautiful self-improvement, self-help, whatever you want to label them, books that are so inspiring when you read them, but then you put them down and you kind of forget about it and don't take action. So I love that you are setting the stage for, hey, we're reading this together, we're going to take the points out, and then we're going to hold each other all accountable. What's a tip you have for somebody that loves to read these books, but they're kind of putting it down and then just getting the next book? Maybe what should they do instead to soak in a little bit more of those learning tips?
I would say for me personally would be to actually take time to practice what you're reading. It's not about the speed in which you're reading the book and trying to finish the book, because if you finish the book but you don't grasp the meaning of the book, then you'd never read the book. And so if you're reading a chapter that's all about doing challenges and you just read the chapter and you never do the challenges, then, how are you supposed to see the improvement? It takes, I believe, is it 30 days to make a habit?
It's 21 days for a habit, 90 days to make a lifestyle.
There you go. And so if that's the case, then set yourself up in a calendar where you're doing these things and hold yourself accountable every single day to do that simple thing. Like self-talk. Self-talk is an everyday thing. Some days you're better at it. Some days you're not that great at it. It depends on what happened in the day. But the whole point is that you never give up and you keep trying. So I would say that they just really have to practice it if they really want the change.
It's just taking ownership over who you are and what you're doing and your actions. And if it's something that you are choosing every day to do and every day to practice, it can become a habit and it can become a lifestyle. I recently, probably about 90 days ago, started listening to podcasts back in October. It is the only thing I listen to now. And it's one of those things where I'm listening to a podcast and I'll get out of the car and I'll pop my earphones in because I just have to find out what happens next.
Yeah.
I love that. I love it. We have, Ariel and Aaliyah, we have about 2 minutes left, so I want to give you both the chance to tell our listeners anything else that you want to share.
I would just say, if you're asking yourself why you, I think you need to change your mind and say, why not you? You deserve everything in the world. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to have the money that you're due. You deserve to have that promotion. You deserve to have that business. You deserve to have that good spouse. Like, don't sit there and not believe that you don't deserve it, and come visit us and just find a bunch of women that are understanding that they deserve it as well.
Yep. You just have to be willing to give yourself those opportunities. Yes. No one is going to give those to you. They might try to take it from you, but you have to take ownership of your life and the results of what you do. If you're not going to write your story, somebody else is surely going to try to write it for you. So 100%. Why not you be in control and be in charge of what that story is, and you be the narrator of your own life?
Ariel, Aaliyah, I love that so much. It's like, yes, come and surround yourself with women that will uplift you while you uplift them, and to really make knowing that you deserve part of your inner blueprint. Why not? Why not you?
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Tell us again where folks listening can find more out about both of you and how they can register once again for your February 8th event, please.
Absolutely. So the main source you can go to is our website, advanceandemergewomen.com. You can find our Launch 2020 event registration there. You can also find all of our social media links as well. We are on Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. I think I covered it.
Yeah, but for now, don't go to Twitter. We don't have anything on there. I'm still getting used to Twitter. Coming soon. Coming soon. Coming soon. Still learning it.
Ariel, Aaliyah, thank you both so much. This was such a treat. I am so excited to see how all this greatness unfolds for both of you. And for all of you listening, if you like this episode, please like, subscribe, share, and tell a friend. And we'll see you next time here on Exposing Entrepreneur Secrets.